Isaac Ayelagbe, a professor of agriculture at the University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, highlighted Nigerians' hunger crisis as embarrassing for a resource-rich nation unable to feed its growing population. He attributed the food insufficiency to poor policy, lack of political wills, and outdated agricultural practices, relying on hoes and cutlasses. Speaking at the Youth Executive Inclusive Agricultural Training by the Horticulture Nigeria, Ayelagbe urged the government to lead its mechanization and provide simple machines to improve food production. Benedict Okpekpen, Southeast Inclusive Entrepreneurial Assistance at the International Fertilizers Development Center, emphasized the importance of engaging youth in agriculture, noting that young people are the vital sources for change in food production. He highlighted Horticulture Nigeria's effort to support 64,000 smallholder farmers in Kano and Kaduna and assist 2,000 entrepreneurial farmers in Oyo and Ogun State in increasing yield. Kobe Ezigwe, communication manager at Hillfire International Nigeria, encouraged youth to leverage technology to revitalize agriculture through initiatives like AYU Tech. Haifa offer financial incentive, mentorship, and technical support to young agri-tech startup with $40,000 available annually for Nigerian entrepreneurs and $1.5 million continually. The goal is develop scalable situation that can benefit smallholder farmers and enhance the agricultural value chain. All right. A professor, that's a done, said that the issues of food insecurity in our country is because of not just poor production, but also local farming, in a sense that that's using hoes and cutlasses. I saw on a social media yesterday where about 3 women were lying on, it's a tractor, and then their hands were down. So they don't see what they are doing. But as the tractor is moving, they are putting things, seed on the ground. Because you can't possibly shift your hand forward or backward. So it's just stuck. And as you're putting it, as the machine is moving. It was so easy. So when they don't talked about it, when I saw this story, I'm like, okay, let me take it. Maybe our pattern, using hoes and cutlass, is better than something of that nature that I saw. What do you think about this?
You know, I cannot fault the university done on his stand on this. Because if you look at the country, you understand that we have not evolved at all since 1960. Countries are taking their lives seriously, but we are not. You know, someone said that you know, countries that are very rich in resources like ours, it seems we are affected by what is called the paradox of plenty, or you can call it resource curse. That the resources you have is a curse. And because of that, we have failed to harness it. How can you say a country that has the landmass, you know, the river for the fishing, what do you want cannot feed our population? You understand that all of these resources we claim to now have is becoming a curse. The plenty we are supposed to be enjoying is not there because of bad policy and lack of development. You know, we're still relying. Go to your village, your community. People still fish there with hook and the small net, the trap. Come to where they are farming, they still use cutlass and hoe to farm hectares of land. Who does that? Even when the government comes out to say that they want to now give out fertilizers and seedlings to, you know, farmers, it would end up in the hands of the actual farmers, just on political farmers.
But wait, sorry, before you proceed,
Yes.
I want to ask, why do we keep on saying that anytime the government release fertilizer, it would definitely not end up where it should, rather with political, we have political farmers
yes.
and
The
actual
farmers.
farmers. Then, okay, so what are the political farmers using fertilizer to do?
They sell it. They sell it at the actual price or higher than what is being
You
sold
mean that
in the market.
you mean that federal government release fertilizer to government to sell to the main beneficiaries? I don't know now because
This is the reality on ground in this country. We lack database. We don't know who is who. So by the time you want to empower some persons here, you call some of your boys. Let's say, for example, in Rivers State now, you want to empower. You say you have decided you bought fertilizers. You want to give to farmers in Rivers State, the 23 local governments in Rivers State. Okay, who is representing? Who should be in charge of the one we are distributing to Kukana, the one we are distributing to Moha, the one we are giving to people in Obiakpo? You know, it is still your boys. From there, they will not go and look for farmers. They will go and look for people that are loyal to them. People that, you know, they are servicing loyalty now. People that are loyal to them say, okay, come out. Do you have anybody that can come? Okay, that is how they produce the list. They did not go to the village, the community to get the names of these actual farmers. They just sit down in their room, they are compile lists, and those people will tie up and come on that day. Governor, we hear you, start singing and dancing. You know, you carry this bag of these things and just give out to people that don't need it. They go to a shop nearby and then, you know, sell it at giveaway price. That is the end of it. The actual farmers are still suffering because they can't afford that fertilizer. And until we start getting some of these our policies right in this country, we will continue to complain.
You know, most times when a volume of money is being is being mentioned in this country, at times that's when we get to know that indeed we even have this kind of money here.
The country
and I don't want to mention because we have a particular treasure that has been stuck over there in overseas. Something that belongs to our able president is stuck over there. So we don't want to talk about that. But why do you think that the government is not actually looking at this mechanized farming? Why are they not looking at the trending technology? Because like you said, I can 5 persons be farming in a very large acres of land and are using
hoes and
machete. So why are they not getting it? Is it that they feel that people would not know how to use these machines, or could it be that we do not have those that can people that can actually teach, or is it that this is too much for the government to do?
You know, they are not ready. They are not just ready.
What exactly are they? If they're not ready for insecurity, they're not ready to fight drug in our country, and now I'm talking about farming. You are saying agriculture. You said they are not ready.
So
what exactly are they ready
to do? That is a very important question. And what our government is ready to do in this country is to win the next election, to remain in power. That's what they are ready to do, to remain relevant. I just heard some, you know, just yesterday, from a reliable source, I should say, that one of the ministers paid huge amount of money to be, you know, nominated as a minister, appointed as a minister, so that he can remain politically relevant. Because he knows that once he steps down as a governor and, you know, has no portfolio, little by little, before you know it, he will start fading away. So he wants to remain
well, that's
relevant.
a rumor because you said someone told you, and let's say that's a rumor because I mean you don't pay money to buy position.
That is what is happening. Worst is happening in this country, and it bothers me that you are claiming now that you don't know about it. It bothers me as a journalist that you're claiming that you don't know about it.
Well, I don't know that people pay money to buy position. If not, if even it's like that, I would have been a governor of my state because I would have paid money to get a position.
How much do you have? Can you pay the kind of money they are paying?
I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me.
They don't need Christ where they are going. They don't know what they are professing. Is how much you can dole out. So that is what they are interested in. And when they get that power, they start planning for the next. It is only when it is now time for them to contest the next election, that is when you see them, all of these bags of rice that federal government is distributing, this one is distributing, they release it from the store. Call some few women to start dancing for them. They skip them under the sun, and they now distribute one bag to them. And those are not the actual people that should benefit. Distribute fertilizer to people that shouldn't necessarily benefit from it, and the real farmers and the village looking for what to even plant on their farm, looking for fertilizers to even fertilize their crops with, looking for these machines to do the work. Now, government in other countries, China, Japan, some of these Asian tigers, what they do is that they identify some members of the public there, and then send them abroad, sponsor them abroad to start learning about some of these machines that they don't know about and ways of advancing agriculture or some things in their country they don't know about. Not just in medicine, in agriculture also, and even in engineering. And when these people finish the scholarship abroad, they come back home and start training others on how to use these machines, how to produce crops in this special way that will make it yield more. And that is how countries develop, because culture, technology is always borrowed. You don't rely on this old pattern we have been using, even since before our grandparents were born, and you expect to feed this Nigeria of today. Things will continue to increase. Government need to change her mentality and begin to look at how to put in policies that will be more beneficial. If they make somebody minister or commissioner for agriculture in our country or states today, the person will start frowning. You did not give me finance. You did not, yes. Oh.
All right, let's look at the next story for today on education.